Welcome back, guys. I have to make a really quick and important update before I actually have to move here again. I have found something in the charts that nobody right now is paying attention to, and it is not the pattern that you see in the thumbnail. It's something way bigger than that. If you want to know what my next steps are and where I'm going to place a new trade for Bitcoin, then stick around here. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, also activate the bell so that you will never miss out when we are making here a shitload of money on this channel. And now let me show you what I found. I'm gonna start off with the daily chart and what you actually see in the thumbnail. And here on the daily chart, what we can see here, we have here an inverse head and shoulders. In alignment, the upward sloping resistance line that is holding us down right now for moving further up. Once that upward sloping trend line, resistance line is broken, Bitcoin will definitely snap to like 45, 46 potentially even. When we're drawing the neckline for this inward head and shoulders, can kind of draw it here, then you're gonna see that the target is like 47,000 or something like this. So here, even almost 49. So we would basically fill this vector candle. This here, the wick of the yearly high that we have for this year so far, around $49,000. So that would bring us really close to it. And I believe if we would get up here, we would actually pump higher than that. Again, like I said, this is not the crazy part that I found. So because I told you guys, in the worst case scenario, if we start consolidating here under this level, at some point, we're going to break it to the upside. And I don't care if it's tomorrow, if it's in a week, if it's in 2 weeks, it doesn't really matter for me, because in the meantime, we will just continue to range from $42,000 to $44,000, more or less, until we get our break it to the upside. And I believe that there will be not a massive shakeout in the meantime here sub $40,000. I just don't see it right now. It's just not there. This daily chart, also here we see the Bitcoin price is getting sandwiched here between the 50 moving average and $43,300 right now. But also here, if we are not seeing by tomorrow a big correction to the downside or by Monday, I believe that we are just continue to consolidate here until the stochastic RSI comes back to the bottom or close to it, turns around again, and then also Bitcoin will pump here continuously to the upside. Like I said, this will only change if we break here under $42,000 in the short term. And you should also not forget here, the 200 moving average is also coming up here and is around $40,000. Let me actually check. Is this the 200? No, the 100. The 100 moving average, 100 daily moving average here is coming up and is already at $40,500. So even if we get a shakeout, now you understand why I believe that we will not get sub $40,000 in the short term, because we have not only the 50 that is right now under the price action, we have also the 100 coming up and also climbing higher and higher, creating more support, long-term support for a Bitcoin under the current price action. When we're looking here at the 4-hourly chart, also here we are again trading in this resistance block here. We have multiple times tried to break here out of it. We need to break $43,500 to move here higher to basically $44,500. So unless we are not doing that, we might keep staying in that range here. Now it's the weekend. On the weekend, I don't expect crazy moves. If we would get a move out of that here, then we should also be prepared that create a CME gap by Monday, which we then most likely going to fill and then return back to the upside if we get a crazy volatile move to the upside. Otherwise, I remain with the same stance that I had the last time. Only if we break $43,500, there I'm gonna open a new trade. Or if we come back to the bottom here, $42,500, these are my long entries. I'm not interested to long Bitcoin unless we're touching one of these levels. Here, everything in between is a no trading zone for me right now. So that's why I'm only focusing on these two. Whatever comes first, there I'm going to long. If here this level comes first and we go back down here, then I will just add down here more to my long position, because I believe that we're going to get a bounce from there back to the upside. Now let me show you what I actually found here, what makes me quite bullish. Remember that I had pointed out that after here the $2 billion of Tether were minted, that we had a long consolidation phase before we got to move to the upside. I believe something similar is happening here right now, where we have just a bigger trading range that we are bouncing in, and that is again from 41,800 to 43,500, that we are bouncing here sideways until we get the pump to the upside, exactly like the last time. So this maybe goes on, what is this, a 12-hourly chart for another 48, 72 hours. And afterwards, at some point next week, potentially, we are going to get this move here to the upside. Because here also the last time it took, what was this, from the 5th, 3 days. Okay, we are already over 3 days. We are 4 days in now. So let it be another 2-3 days. Then I believe we are going to get here a massive, massive push to the upside. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade these calls anywhere with me, do it on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 if you use my specific link, or a BitGet. There you can also apply if you have a VIP account already for a debit card. The same like for BYBIT. There you can just do it if you can get it in your country. And on CoinW and also on FAIRDESK, you can copy trade me with the links down below. Both platforms without any KYC and without the need of having also a VPN. Now, when we're looking at liquidation levels, we could see a quick sweep to like $42,400, maybe even a little bit lower, $42,000, just to flush out some of these over-leveraged longs here again. But look at this here. We're getting so dense with short liquidation levels here that, again, the upside is definitely favored as the next liquidity grab before we potentially turn around and come here down at some point, if we even get it. Remember, guys, I told you, I believe worst case scenario, shortly before or shortly after the halving could be the scenario where we drop quick to like sub $40,000. But I think that we also really quick recover from this here. Again, guys, there's not much more to tell you for today's update. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a quick one today. I try to make one also tomorrow. I will be traveling, so I cannot make any promises, but I'm gonna try. So yeah, stay sharp, make a lot of profit, and don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I hopefully see you again tomorrow.